Welcome to Merrill Landis, Workroom and Distributor. I'm Donna and I'm going to show you how to attach a shade to our shield kits. In front of me is a shield kit that we have made. If you give us your sizes, we will attach it to a board, we will cut the liner, and we will send you a rib and 2 little end caps. We have already mounted a shade to our shield kit, and I've already roped 3 of our rows. And I'm going to show you how to rope the last row. And on your shades, you want to make sure, we recommend that you shroud the 2 end rows. And we have a tool, a closed end needle, that we use to rope with. And you want to make sure you have an orb on the bottom. And you're going to use an orb at the top after you go through the screw eye. As you're roping through the shroud, there's no need to rope after the last ring. You can take your string right up to the screw eye. You're going to attach the orb with a vice grip. You're going to pull your string, all your strings down tight. After you have your strings hanging below at least 20 inches, you're going to pull your liner all the way down until the shroud on the liner is exposed. Once that is exposed, you're going to take your string and you're going to rope it through the shroud about 2 inches away from the screw eye. And you're going to put a slip knot. And you're going to pull your string all the way down. Once you have all 4 rows roped, and you want to pull your strings tight, you're going to roll your liner up to where the tabbies on the back are even with your shade and lock it. After that is done, you're going to bring your orbs up behind the liner so they're all at the same height. After you have your orbs up, you can test to see if your shade goes up straight. If it's not going straight, then most likely it's your orbs that aren't at the same height, so you can adjust your orbs. So you want to try it a few times. Once you have them in place, you can knot at the bottom of the orb. The last step you're going to do after everything is going up straight, you're going to attach your rib rod to your rod on the bottom, and you're going to weave it in and out the tabbies between the liner and the shade. You start with the liner, and then you go to the shade, and then you continue on with all the other rows. As you're putting your rod through, make sure your rib rod is on the outside of your liner. Once you have it all the way through, you're going to attach your rib rod onto the very end. Have the rib rod and your rod attached, you're going to trim your strings just below your shield. You want your string hanging out to the front of the shade. This is why you need 1-inch loops on the bottom of your shade to attach to our loops on our liner. You need to tell us how many rows of rings you have in order for us to put the loops on our liner. Okay, after you have done the hem with your rib rod, you're going to bring your shade up as far as you can, and I'm going to show you how you can adjust it to whatever height you want. On the side, you're going to find a cross, and you're going to place a flathead screwdriver and turn it clockwise until it stops. Once it stops, it's adjusted. You can bring your shade back down and bring it back up, and it stops at that point. If you need to adjust your tension on your shade, our system has a wheel on the right side facing. To increase, you need to turn the wheel clockwise. To decrease, you need to turn the wheel counterclockwise. This is now your finished shade.